post-protection socialization. So this is a key differentiating capability that AlpinHaus protection dogs have. It is very rare. I've never seen it in any other protection dogs or family protection dogs in the industry. It is something that we specifically train, and to my knowledge, no one else trains it. And if they do train it, they don't train it to the same levels that AlpinHaus trains it to. Post-protection socialization is a concept whereby we can turn dogs on and we can turn them off. And when we turn a dog on in a threat situation to deter the threat or face off against the threat, or if necessary, protect or attack against the threat, when the threat is neutralized, we can then turn the dog off and then have the dog actually play with the threat that it just attacked. This is post-protection socialization. We literally have the full scale of states that we can put our dogs into, control them while they're in their states, and then turn them on and turn them off as the situation requires. Our dogs can actually play with the threat that they just attacked, then, if necessary, can be called back to the owner, reactivated to face off against the threat again, and actually work to attack the threat or defend against the threat again with absolutely no downtime, no transition time, no confusion upon the dog's part. That's post-protection socialization. So here we watch as Skywalker goes through a series of commands. The important thing to understand is he has no idea what's going to be asked of him next. This is all impromptu. This is ad hoc. So at any given moment, we could ask him to do something other than what we ask him to do. It's important to keep that in mind when you see the way that he behaves, knowing that he is open to anything that he is asked of. As you see him now, he's in the midst of an attack. He's called off the attack, back to the owner, sent on a re-attack, engages in the re-attack, is called off of that, and then is stood down. At that point, he understands that the battle is over. He's returned to a state of normalcy, and he can just go about being a regular dog. The most obvious example of this is the fact that he can go and socialize with the person that he was just attacking.
He's very tired, is the problem.
And of course, we can move Skywalker back into a state of aggression, back into a state of defense and offense, and attack on command without missing a beat. And once again, move him right back into a state of normalcy.
Skywalker, aus! Kopier! Skywalker, break! Good boy.
This is post-protection socialization, and it presumes an extraordinary level of control over your personal and family protection dog. So here we have a surprise attack exercise that we're doing Rebel and Riptide have not seen this individual for years. They've forgotten him. They don't know who he is. He comes out wearing a hidden jacket in a space that they think that they're to play in, and we immediately test their ability to turn on in a hot situation and respond to the threat in the situation. And as you can see, they handle it perfectly. And then finally, in the end, engage in post-protection socialization. Again, they're engaging with someone that they don't know, someone that they were just attacking out of the blue. They were turned off and returned to a state of such complete normalcy that they can perfectly engage with someone that they were just attacking and that they thought was real. So this is amazing. Here we have Sirius Black. We've come out to the staging area and we are commencing with a surprise attack. And what happens? The person comes out and Sirius sees him and runs up to him to greet him and play with him. That is his first inclination. And then I call him back. He gets into the heel position and immediately begins to understand that this is a threat situation. The new decoy, who Sirius has never met before, he's, again, never worked in this terrain, never worked in this field, never worked with this person, never met this person. He's completely new. This is a live event as far as Sirius is concerned. And we see that Sirius has immediately switched appropriately upon command from being in social mode with the new surprise attack decoy to being in defense and attack mode immediately and completely, clearly, and without any difficulty. And here we have again Magnificent Darlings, Rebel and Riptide, featured this time with a different decoy. This is someone that they have worked with before on a few occasions. And we can see that they are the same with him as they were with the previous decoy in the previous example. Someone that they had basically never worked with before. And when they are in protection mode, in aggression, and in defense, they are the same. And when they are called out of protection mode, back into a state of normalcy, they are also the same. They are just as sweet and loving with the person that they've worked with before as they are with the person that they have never worked with, as they would be with anyone. We can move them into state of protection and out of state of protection, back to normalcy and back into protection, and they will behave in a way that is completely predictable, completely reliable, and completely safe. That is what post-protection socialization is all about.